Happiness, the one thing many strive for, to be fulfilled and live a life that is enjoying. But the thing is, many of us struggle to find that. We live a life filled with struggle, dissatisfaction, and wondering for hope. So what is the answer? What is the key to happiness? Today, we look at a successful entrepreneur in this interview of Max Hertan, where he explains what leads to his happiness.
And freedom is a big part for you.
Yeah.
Right? Why?
I'm very conscious of just what makes me happy, and without freedom, you have to constrain your authenticity. Like you can't act in pure congruence, right? Because you have to change based on the structure that you're in, right? If you're in a schooling system and you're learning something that you don't like, and you have to do that, but that's not authentic to you, and you have to give a talk on something that you don't want to do, and you have to sit next to someone that you don't necessarily get along with, or if someone's being mean, you kind of have to like fit into the structure because that's just the structure you're forced into. And similar with work, if you don't think work is aligned to your morality, if you don't think your boss is someone that you respect or treats people right, you kind of have to like close your lip, because you just need the value of making the income is higher than the value of being authentic.
Here in this part, Max talks about two things here: freedom and being authentic. He states that it is our lack of freedom of being forced into systems such as school and work, and doing something we truly don't want to do, that leads us to act out of our own character to fit the role that serves our current circumstances.
I wasn't being authentic to myself, and I wasn't aware of that at the time. I was just trying to fit in, but it was like, I was trying to wear clothes to fit in, and I was trying to, have this like look and go to the cool party to make sure I was fitting in and make sure I was like hanging out with people and whatever. It didn't feel authentic or right, and I wasn't necessarily aware of it, but like that was driving a low self-esteem for me. Like I didn't necessarily have the highest self-esteem.
So if trying to be someone we are not, to attempt to feel like we belong, is leading to our self-esteem being low, it leads us to question, what is the tactic to essentially get out to be free, to be oneself, to be authentic? It's here in this segment where Leon Hendricks and Max talk about certain aspects that give us a hint to achieve that.
My mathematical framework for happiness, which is like balance all your values, make sure you're moving forward in life always, you're living with integrity to like your deepest reflection of yourself and what you really value, and then like your habits as well, which is like tracking, mindfully measuring dopamine.
With Max explaining that balancing his values, always moving forward, and keeping with certain habits, it all falls into one aspect here, which is being yourself, or in other words, doing what you want to do. That is essentially freedom. Max does what he wants and lives by his own values, his own ways of thinking. It's things like him not caring for his Tesla or keeping his values on his phone that makes the person he wants to be. That is happiness. Every day, we submit to our own circumstances because we feel like that's what we need to do, when in reality, it's the complete opposite. You create your circumstances. You get to choose how you want to live. And at the end of the day, that is what makes you happy. So no matter what happens, go be the person you always wanted to be.